All right, we're going to take this a lot into the hips. It's going to be a lot of external rotation, keep in mind. So basically the kind of stretch you get from a half-pigeon pose. Rather than talking about that too much, let's go ahead and get started. So bring yourself into a seat. I'm taking us into a cross-legged seat first. Bring your right leg in first and the left leg in front. And just be sure you're able to sit this upright. Now, if your hips are tight and you come into a seat like this and your knees are pretty high, go ahead, slide your feet forward and bring the knees out wide a little bit. And if you're able to take this further, and if you're able to sit comfortably cross-legged, you might want to take this to double pigeon. For that option, what you want to do is just keep that right leg in first and bring the left foot onto the right thigh. And be sure you can sit this with the toes of the left foot curled up. Keep that foot tense. And you'll see right here, there's a pretty big gap between my left knee and my right foot. And that's okay as long as you keep both sit bones down. Just keep the top leg tense. Keep yourself upright. And then just bring your fingertips down to the floor at your sides to hold an upright posture. So pulling through the belly, keep some tension around your ribs. Reach the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Bring your chin in just a little bit. And relax your shoulders down. And then just close your eyes here. So just take a moment to settle in, let your mind quiet down. And with your eyes closed, feel out your position. So keep the toes of your left foot curled and keep that left leg active. And work to keep yourself upright as well. So hold that tension to your midsection. Relax your shoulders down. And start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And then set your hands down behind you. Lean back and reverse the cross. So bring the left leg in first, the right leg in front. Again, if you're going to take that cross-legged seat, arrange it so you can sit this upright. The knees can go wide and the feet can go forward. If you want that double pigeon shape, bring the right foot onto your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot. And again, arrange this so you're able to sit this upright and keep the right leg tense. We'll move slow here. With your next inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach us up high. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reach up high. Now with the exhale this time, twist to the right. Right hand to the floor behind, left arm outside your right thigh. Sit this up tall. Extend the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your right shoulder. Use your left arm and press it into the right leg. With your next inhale, turn to center, reach up high. And then with the exhale, twist left. Left hand to the floor behind, right arm outside your left thigh. Now again, sit this up tall best you can. Crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Press the right arm into your left leg this time. With your next inhale, bring it to center, reach up high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands down through center and down to the floor behind you. Now lean back, bring both feet down to the floor, and just go ahead, twist a little bit. Fold the knees to the right and to the left. And then the next time you fold your knees over to the right, keep them to this side. Now keep the right leg down, but stagger the legs. So the left knee is behind your right heel. And the legs are more or less at 9 degrees. Doesn't have to be perfect. But curl the toes of both feet up. Keep them curled. Keep your feet tense. Kick the feet down. And then pull the right hand in close outside your right hip. Left hand to your chest. Now keep the feet active as we lift the hips up and down. So with an inhale, kick into the floor. Squeeze your glutes and lift. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, kick into the floor. Lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, kick into the floor. Lift your hips. Hold here. Now as you hold this, keep the feet kicking down, squeeze your glutes, maybe reach your left arm past your head, let your head fall back, and just stretch your left side long. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring this all back down. Now once you come down, lean back, fold your knees to the left side. And like before, stagger your legs. So the right knee is behind your left heel. Now curl the toes of both feet. Keep them curled. Keep the feet tense. Left hand comes in close. That's your base hand. Right hand to your chest. Let's take it up and down here. So kick into the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips. And then bring this back down. Again, kick into the floor. Squeeze your glutes and lift up. And then lower. One more time. Kick into the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Lift and hold here. Now stay lifted. Maybe take it further and stretch your right arm long, but keep breathing. And then slowly bring everything back down. And then once you're down, just lean back. Go ahead, fold your knees side to side again for a moment. I'm just turning for the camera here. And then once you're ready, just go ahead, reach your arms forward, round your spine as completely as you can. And then take it slow, round down toward the floor. Now on your way down, take hold of your knees, squeeze them into your chest, and just pull everything in for a moment. Now you can pull the knees out wide, maybe rock a little bit more side to side, but just breathe. And then go ahead, release your grip and bring your feet down to the floor. Let's set up for a couple of variations of bridge. So feet and knees about hips width distance apart. And start this with the heels close enough to your seat that your low back's basically flat from the beginning. Arms reaching straight out to the sides, right and left. But bend the elbows so the forearms are vertical and make your hands into fists. And this is almost a bench pressing position from here. So press your shoulders into the floor, keep your fists clenched, keep your gaze up high. And then with an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips up high again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift your hips one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing and keep your hips lifting as you hold. Press into your heels and lift your toes up off the floor. And then set the toes down, lift your heels up high. Again, heels down, lift your toes, keep your glutes squeezing. Toes down, heels up high again. And then one more round, bring your heels down and lift your toes. And then set your toes, lift your heels, squeeze your glutes and lift up higher still. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring this all the way back down. Now once you come down, bring your arms down to your sides. And we're going to take this up again with the legs crossed, so a different variation of bridge. Step your left foot in towards center, keep it close. And then cross the right ankle over your left thigh. Now as you cross your legs, keep this loose. There should be some space underneath your bent right leg. And the knees are more or less going to stay in line. We'll go up and down from here. Now just press into the floor, look up toward the ceiling. And then with an inhale, press into that left foot, squeeze your glutes and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift one more time and hold this time. Now try to point the right knee up toward the ceiling. Keep the legs squeezing toward each other. And squeeze your glutes. Keep the hips pressing up high. And then slowly come all the way down. Now once you're down, switch it out. Step the right foot to center. Cross the left leg over the right. And again, keep this as an open cross. So there's some space underneath your bent left leg. Arms at your sides, gaze up high. And up and down with an inhale. Press to that right foot. Lift your hips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up again. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted. Try to point that left knee straight up toward the ceiling. And then bring it all back down. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze it. As you're squeezing, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose up to your knees. Now keep your shoulders lifted, keep your tailbone lifted. We're going to roll this back and forth. So when you're ready, just bring the weight toward the shoulders and then toward your tailbone. And just take this back and forth. And we're going to do this about 5 times. Now keep the spine rounded or you're going to get stuck if your spine's flat, keep in mind. And then the idea here is we're going to bring this up the 5th time to balance this in both. So roll this up onto the sit bones with the feet still lifted. And obviously if the feet fell down, you can always just pick them back up. Draw the thighs in close, try to sit this up as tall as you can. And then go ahead, release your grip, still try to stay upright. And then bring your shins toward parallel with the floor. Now we're going to go back and forth from here to kneeling. We'll take the first round slow. Right foot behind your left leg. Now roll forward, right shin down, left foot down. You can use your hands, but bring this up to kneeling. Squeeze your glutes and press the hips forward at the top. And then pull your belly in, round your spine, come back down and come back to boat. Other side, left foot behind the right leg. Now roll forward, left shin down, right foot down. You can use your hands, but come up to kneeling, squeeze your glutes, and press the hips forward at the top. Pull back in. Take it down light, and come back to boat. Now, you can use your hands to come up to kneeling, or just reach this forward and use your core. Right foot behind your left leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, press the hips forward at the top. Pull back in. Round your spine, back to your seat, legs together. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in and round, and come back to boat. And then right foot behind your left leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, come back to your seat. Left foot behind the right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in and round, and come back to boat. Right foot behind your left leg again. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, and come back to boat. Left foot behind your right leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in and round, and come back to boat again. Right foot behind your left leg. Roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, come down, light, legs together. Left foot behind your right leg, roll forward, lean forward, lift, hips forward at the top. Pull back in, round your spine, bring it back to boat, and just hold for a moment. And then once you're ready, just cross the ankles, roll forward your hands, and find all fours. Now once you move into all fours, just give yourself a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. And then let's take this into the wrists. So from here, I want you to go ahead and keep your knees together, feet together as well. Walk the hands in close. So maybe about 1 or 2 hands lengths forward of your knees. Now with your weight mostly on the legs here to start, flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down, palms up. The fingertips point in the direction of your feet. And set both hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, and press your fingertips down. Keep the hands tense with the fingertips pressing into the floor. And then we're just going to take this back and forth into cow and cat breathing. If you want to stay still, this is fine. But otherwise, with an inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, round your spine and empty out. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward and look up. Exhale, round and empty. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. Exhale, round again. And then one more time. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, look up. Exhale, round. And then just come up onto the fingertips. And come back to all fours. So wrists into the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up, palms down. Now this time, rotate the hands, fingertips out to the sides and then in toward your knees as far as you can go. And do that with both hands. Set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide. Dig your fingertips down into the floor. And as you dig your fingertips down, keep that grip and imagine you're holding onto 2 discs, 1 in each hand. Try to rotate your hands toward the thumb side. Now the hands aren't going to move, but you're engaging a little bit more tension in the wrists. And then we're going to switch the rotation back and forth. So 1 hand at a time. Now keep your palms facing down, but rotate the right hand in towards center as far as you can go. Rotate the fingers of the left hand towards center as well. And then rotate the right hand back out to the side and the left hand out to the side. And just keep on going back and forth like this 1 hand at a time. Now as you're moving, take a moment here to reset your hands, spread the fingers out wide, dig your fingertips down, grip the mat, and try to straighten your arm at least briefly each time you switch. And then the next time you rotate your fingers in towards center, just hold here. Set your hands flat, spread the fingers out wide, grip the mat. And just hold, press your spine up toward the ceiling. And again, imagine that you're holding a disc in each hand. Try to rotate that disc toward the pinky side and just engage that the tension toward that rotation, that direction. And then go ahead and release. Come up onto the fingertips. And down to sitting on your heels. Take a moment, shake your hands out, loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. Now from all fours, bring this down onto your forearms, and we'll take a forearm plank. So you can have the forearms parallel with the palms down, or press the palms together, whatever suits you best. Just make sure you can keep the elbows at shoulder width. Go ahead, step your feet all the way back, and bring your body into line. And just hold this shape, hips and under the shoulders and heels. Now press into your hands so the weight isn't just in the elbows here. So the hands press down. And then as you hold this, we're going to move from the toes and go straight forward and back. So press into your toes and bring your head as far forward as you can. And then just press straight back. And then come forward for 2. And press this back again. Forward for 3. Press it back. And then forward for 4. And press it back. Forward for 5. Press this back again. Forward for 6. And then press back. Forward for 7. Press it back. Forward for 8. And then press back. Now forward for 9. Press back one more time. And then go ahead and release. Bring your knees down. Come up to all fours. And give yourself a moment to breathe here. And then bring yourself back down into that forearm plank. So go ahead and bring both forearms down to the floor. Now this time I'm going to recommend you bring the palms together and just start with the elbows at shoulder width like this. Step your feet straight back, but step them out wide. So the feet are going to be wider than your hips. Now bring your body into line. And then we'll take this to one side and then the other. So I want you to keep the right forearm down, but come up onto your left hand. Roll your heels to the right and keep your hips lifted. Now as your hips stay high, reach your left arm past your head and reach your hips up higher still. Now take an inhale as you're reaching through that left arm. With the exhale, sink the right hip and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift your hips and reach as long. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower one more time. Inhale, lift and reach. Now stay lifted here. And then come into center. So lift your heels, bring both forearms down. And then come over to your left side. So the heels go left. Keep the left forearm down, come up onto your right hand. Keep your hips lifted. And then go ahead and stretch the right arm past your head and stretch this out even longer. Now from here, take an inhale. With the exhale, sink your left hip down and reach toward your feet. Inhale, lift up, reach this long. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, lower again. Inhale, lift and reach one more time, hold. And then come back to center, back to your forearm plank. And go ahead and set your knees down. And come back to all fours. And then from all fours, just take a moment here to breathe. Now, we're going to work with this external rotation of the hips here. So we're going to just take this into a little bit of a deeper stretch. So from all fours, resting the shoulders and knees underneath the hips, tuck the toes of both feet. And then hover your knees up off the mat. Now, from here, make a cross step. So bring your right foot forward, but up and to the left. And then set your left knee down. Now, with your left hand, take hold of the right ankle. And bring that right ankle high up on the left thigh. Now, keep the toes of the right foot curled. Keep that right leg tense. And maybe just sink your hips back a little bit here and feel the stretch. This might be good enough, especially if your hips are tight. If you want to take it further, go ahead and bring both hands down. Tuck the toes of your left foot. And then see about lifting your left knee and just round as close as you can over that crossed leg. And just hold here. Now, if you want to take it further, you can lower and lift the hips. You can walk the hands in even closer if you like, but just breathe. And then go ahead and release this. Bring your right foot down. Bring your knees to the mat. And just set up in all fours again. Let's take the other side. So when you're ready, tuck the toes of both feet. Hover your knees. And then step the left foot forward, but up and to the right. Now bring the right knee down to the floor when you're ready. Right hand to your left ankle, and bring that left ankle high up on the right thigh. Curl the toes of the left foot and keep them curled. Now maybe just stay here. You can back up your hips if you want to go deeper. Then go ahead and bring both hands down to the floor. Tuck the toes of your right foot. And then lift your right knee, round your spine, and fold forward over your crossed legs, and just hold the stretch here. And again, you can move around with this. And then go ahead releasing it. Both feet down, both knees down, come back to all fours. And from all fours, just take a couple breaths. Now, if you just want to stay here and breathe, that's fine. You can always take another stretch before we move on. But once you're ready, go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find downward facing dog. Now, once you move to your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. Sink your chest down low. As your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high toward the ceiling as you can. Now just keep that long reach in the upper body. Now if your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, let it go. You can always bend your knees. And if you want to loosen this up further, go ahead, pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. Let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows. Maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then go ahead and release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And just restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine, put a bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then release at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to your shins, lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat and step back to high plank. Find your shape, wrists underneath the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you, press your spine up toward the ceiling, stay lifted. And then take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly bring your knees down. And then shoulders forward, bend the elbows in, bring your chin and chest down low. And just hold for a moment. Now we'll take it from here to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Pull your chest forward. And stay lifted here. Now press your feet into the floor, squeeze your glutes, lift your knees. Keep your chest pulling forward, reach the top of the head toward the ceiling. And then pull your belly in. Bring your hips up high, back to down dog. And we'll take it through that version of a sun salutation a few times. So from your downward facing dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward and step to the front. Now inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold this back down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. Now from your plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. With the exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. 2 more times like that. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. And then inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor and step it back to high plank. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly, pull the hips up high for down dog. And then one more, take an inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Now inhale to standing, reach up high. Exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands and step it back to high plank. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog, and take a moment to breathe here. Now from your downward facing dog, inhale your right leg high behind you. And with your right leg lifted, open to scorpion dog. So bend the right knee, hang the right foot left, and let your hips open up. Keep your shoulders squared. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, 3-legged dog. And then with the exhale, bring this forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale your right leg high. And then exhale, knee to right elbow, stay forward like this. And step your right foot down halfway down the mat and lift your left foot up off the floor. Now we're going to hop back and forth a little bit. Keep your left foot lifted. Keep the right heel lifted. Now push in your hands. Grab the mat with your fingertips. Arms straight, shoulders over wrists. Keep your hips up high. Just look down at the floor. And we're just going to go back and forth. Now push in your hands and then push into your right foot. Land on the left. Push into your left foot. And then come down on the right. Push into the right foot. Land on the left. Push into your left foot. And land on the right. Push into the right foot. Land on the left one more time. And then push into your left foot. Land on the right. Now go ahead and step your left foot toward the back of the mat. And then we'll take this into a dancer's bridge. Now the left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. And step the right foot behind your left leg. Sink your hips down. With an inhale, press your hips up high. And then reach long with your right arm. Now you can stack the shoulders or open your chest toward the ceiling. But keep the left arm strong. Keep your glutes squeezing. Let your head fall back and just breathe here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Now the right hand comes forward. Right foot comes forward outside the right hand. And we're going to take this to a lizard lunge variation of Anjonae Asana. So walk the right foot forward toward the upper right corner of the mat. Right ankle at least a little bit past the right knee. Curl the toes of the right foot up. Keep them curled. Keep the foot tense. And roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Now with both hands inside the right leg, sink your hips down low. Pull your chest forward. Try to keep that left knee lifted if you can. And then from here, reach your right arm straight forward. We're going to open to the right side. Follow the right hand with your gaze. So with an inhale, reach your right arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the right arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Now inhale the right arm back one more time. Keep reaching back. And just bring the right hand to the right hip. Keep your right shoulder pulled back. You're still looking toward the back of the mat. Go ahead, bring the left knee down. Keep the right knee out to the side. This is good enough right here. Now, if you can go further without backing up your hips, maybe bend the left knee and lift the left foot. And if you can reach, you can take hold of the left foot with the right hand and maybe pull the heel in closer. All right, now from here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just turn back to center, both hands down. Right foot between your hands. Tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee, come into low lunge. And then from here, we'll take it to warrior one. So with an inhale, drop your left heel, hands to your hips. Bring your torso all the way upright. And just take a moment to set up your stance. It's deep under the right knee, straight left leg. Now, feet are going to be wide here and both feet are flat. The left foot points to the side about 45 degrees or so. Be sure you can sink your hips down and keep your hips squared to the front. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. Adjust your stance so you can keep your hips squared. Now, when you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, pull the elbows out wide. Open your chest. Let your head fall back and just hold for a moment. Now keep your stance as is. Keep the hips where they are. We're just moving from the upper body. So as you're looking up with your chest open, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, reach your arms forward around your spine. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, reach forward and round again. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round one more time, hold. Now take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing away. Left arm reaches past the right thigh. Now move into a twist, pull the right shoulder back and look over the right shoulder. And this might be good enough here. Keep the right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward still. If you want to go further, you can slide the left arm past the right leg. Maybe try to straighten that right leg a little bit, but keep your twist. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, keep the right arm bound, but bring yourself upright. Now the right hand goes all the way to the left, and the left hand meets the right. Palms together, fingers laced. Find your bind. Keep your chest open, keep the shoulders pulled back. When you're ready, bring the weight to the right foot. Lift your left heel. And then push into the right foot to lift your left foot up off the floor. Find your balance on that right big toe. And slowly bend the right knee and bring your left knee up high. Now I want to take this into a figure-4. So I want you to bring your left ankle across your right thigh, curl the toes. And then put a little bend in the right knee. This might be good enough and you can stay right here, but if you can take it further, maybe bend that right knee further, sink the hips down lower. Keep your shoulders pulled back, maybe hinge from the hips and come down lower still. Keep your balance and keep your gaze forward. All right, now slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright with your left knee lifted. And then with the exhale, just release to standing. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands and step it back to plank. From your plank, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With your inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. And then with the exhale, draw your belly, hips up high to down dog. And just give yourself a moment to breathe with this. Let's take all that to the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. And with your left leg lifted, move into a scorpion dog. Bend the left knee, hang your left foot right, just feel the twist. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale your left leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward. And just set your left foot down halfway down the mat and lift the right foot up off the floor. Now, press in your palms, keep your arms straight, shoulders, wrists, grip your mat. And again, we're just going to take this back and forth, hopping from one foot to the next. Keep looking down. Pushing your left foot, land on the right. And then press into your right foot, come down on the left. Press into your left foot, land this on the right. Press into your right foot, come down on the left. Press into your left foot, land on the right. Press into the right foot, come down on the left. Now step your right foot down toward the back of the mat. And then it's dancer's bridge. Roll the outside edge of the right foot. And then step the left foot behind your right leg and sink your hips. With an inhale, press your hips up high and reach to your left arm. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep breathing. You can stack the shoulders or maybe open your chest toward the ceiling, but keep that right arm strong. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, sink straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, and bring that left foot outside the left hand. So this is going to be, again, a lizard version of Anjonae Asana. Now, walk the left foot toward the upper left corner of the mat, left ankle at least a little bit past the left knee. Curl the toes, left foot up, keep them curled. Roll to the outside edge of the foot and keep the knee to the side. Now, press in your hands, bring your hips down low and pull your chest forward. Try to keep that right knee lifted behind. And then reach your left arm forward. Follow the left hand with your gaze. Now, with an inhale, reach your left arm back and look back. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back again. Exhale, reaches forward. Inhale the left arm back. Exhale, forward one more time. Inhale, reach your left arm back, look back and hold. Now just go ahead and bring your left hand to your left hip. Keep the left shoulder pulling back. Keep looking toward the back of the mat. And keep that left knee out to the side. Now you can bring the right knee to the floor and just hold here. Keep the right hip low. If you can go further, you can bend the right knee without backing up your hips. Maybe reach with your left hand. If you find the foot, you can pull it in closer. All right, now take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, release. Bring both hands down. Left foot between your hands. Tuck the toes to the right foot and lift your right knee. Low lunge. From here, we'll take it to warrior one. So with an inhale, just drop the right heel, hands to your hips, and bring yourself all the way upright. And take a moment to feel out your stance. Deep bend left knee, straight right leg, both feet are flat. Right foot points aside 45 degrees or so, but pull the right hip forward and the left hip back. When you're ready, go ahead and reach the arms up high. Now sink into that stance. Be sure the hips are still squared forward. You can always shorten or widen it. But when you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, pull the elbows out wide. Let your head fall back. Open your chest and hold here. Still with the hips squared, right hip pulling forward. Now back and forth from this position, take an inhale. With the exhale, reach this forward, round your spine. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, reach this forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round. Inhale, pull back, open up, elbows wide. Exhale, forward and round one more time, hold. Now half bind, left arm behind your back, palm facing away. And then right arm reaches past your left thigh this time. Pull the left shoulder back and twist the left side. Look over your left shoulder. Keep the right hip pulling forward. If you want to go deeper, you can slide the right arm further past your left leg. Deeper still, you can start to straighten that left leg, pull the left hip back. Now the left arm's still behind you. With an inhale, bring yourself upright. Right hand meets your left at the right side. So palms together, fingers in a lace, pull the shoulders back and keep your chest open. When you're ready, lean forward to the left foot, lift your right heel. And then push your left foot, come to balancing with the right foot lifted. And let's bring this all the way up with the right knee high. Find your figure-4 on this side. So right ankle crosses your left thigh, curl the toes. And then see about bending that left knee and start to sink down. Keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open. And this is good enough right here. Now, if you can take it deeper, keep your gaze forward, start to hinge down. And just fold as deep as you can over that cross leg. Take this to where you can and keep looking forward. Keep your shoulders pulled back. All right, slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright with your right knee lifted. And then just release. Both feet down, relax your arms. Now, when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands and step back to plank. Once you find your plank, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward. Straighten the arms upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly. And bring your hips up high to down dog. Take a moment to breathe here. All right, into the next sequence from here. From downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And then with the exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Stay forward. And set the right foot down halfway down the mat. And lift your left foot up off the floor. Now keep the left foot lifted. Straight arms. Press in your palms, dig your fingertips down. And just take it back and forth. Push into your right foot, land on the left. Push into the left foot, land on the right. Push into the right foot, land on the left. Push into your left foot, land on the right. Now push into the right foot, land on the left one more time. Push into your left foot, land on the right. Right foot down. Step your left foot down toward the back of the mat. And then dancer's bridge. Left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot steps behind your left leg. Sink your hips down. Now with an inhale, press your hips up high, reach for the right arm. Now stay lifted, stay reaching, keep your glutes squeezing, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward between your hands, come into low lunge. I want to stay low here. Now I want you to make a quarter turn to your left side, both hands inside the right leg. And we're going to take this to Skandasana, so we're going to stay low. So go ahead and lift the right heel, but come to sitting on the right heel. So you're opening your chest toward the left side of the mat. Left leg stays extended toward the back. Left heel to the floor, the toes point up toward the ceiling. Now stay low. We're going to switch this back and forth. Walk your hands toward the center of the long edge of the mat. Now as we switch, try to keep your hips low. Keep your chest facing the floor. And just take it back and forth. So come over to the left side. Right leg extends with the toes pointed up. And stay low best you can. Bring it back through center over to your right side. Through center. Sink down over the left. Come to sitting on that left heel. And then bring it back through center and come over to the right. Now one more time. Come through center over the left side and settle in here. Now this is good enough. You can just stay folded. Maybe bring your forearms down. Maybe slide that right foot further out. And maybe even bring the left heel to the floor. But just breathe here and keep your knees set wide. Try to stay low inside the left inner thigh. All right, now slowly from here, we're going to take this to balancing. So bring your hands around your left leg. Set the left foot flat parallel to the short side of the mat and pull the right knee to your chest around your spine. Now take hold of the right knee and let's bring this all the way up to balancing here. Now once you're up, just take a moment, dig your left big toe down. And then when you're ready, left hand to your left hip. With your right hand, pull the right knee out to the side and keep it lifted. Keep the toes pointed down. You can stay here, but if you want to take it further, open up the right palm on the right knee. Keep that hand in place. And then dip the big toe down to the floor. Drag it into center. Right knee high. Out to the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Right knee high. Out to the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Right knee high. To the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Right knee high. To the side. Big toe down. Back to center. Right knee high. To the side. Now just stay here. Take hold of the right knee. Try to pull it up higher. Stand tall. And then when you're ready, just release this. Hands to your hips. Step the right foot toward the front of the mat. Lift your left heel. Pivot on the left foot to square your hips to the front. You're taking this in a high lunge stance. Now once you've got your stance, hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers. Pull the palms together. Draw your shoulders back and open up your chest. And then lean forward to the right foot. And then push to the right foot to lift your left foot up off the floor. Hold your balance here for a moment. And then let's take it up to a knee raise. So bend the right knee a little bit, bring the left knee high. Move into your figure-4. Left ankle crosses the right thigh. Now curl the toes, left foot, keep them curled, start to sink down. Shoulders pull back. Maybe hinge from the hips and come down further. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling. Take this to where you can. Now slowly, with an inhale, just bring yourself upright with your left knee lifted. And then go ahead, release and set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hand, step it back to high plank. Once you find your plank, take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. And we'll even all that out on the other side. So from your down dog, when you're ready, inhale your left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, stay forward. And then step your left foot down halfway down the mat. Lift your right foot up off the floor. Now, keep your arms vertical, pressing your palms, dig your fingertips down, keep the shoulders over the wrists. Just look straight down. Back and forth. Press into your left foot, land on the right. Press into the right foot, come down the left. Press into your left foot, land this on the right. Press into your right foot and land on the left. Press into your left foot, land on the right one more time. Press into the right foot, come down the left. Now, step the right foot down toward the back of the mat. Dancer's bridge one more time. Right hand's your base, roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot steps behind your right leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips high and reach your left arm. Now keep lifting, keep reaching, keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, sink straight down. Left hand forward, left foot forward between your hands, low lunge. And then make a quarter turn to the right, both hands inside your left foot. Now lift your left heel, come to sitting on the left heel. Your chest is going to turn open toward the right side of the mat. Right leg extends toward the back, heel down, toes pointed up. Now you can slide that heel further out, but walk your hands to the center of the long edge of the mat. And again, stay low as best you can. Keep your hips low, try to keep your chest facing the floor. Now take it back and forth, come over to the right side, try to keep it low. And then switch it out and sink down over to the left. Back through center, come over to the right again. And then bring it through center over to your left side. Now one more time, bring it through center over to the right and stay low here. Now keep your chest facing down, maybe bring your forearms down. You can slide that left heel further out. Just breathe. All right, then slowly from here, come up onto your hands. Bring your hands around your right leg. Now set the right foot flat parallel to the short side of the mat. Bring your left knee to your chest and round your spine. Take hold of your left knee, and let's round this all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, just dig into the right big toe. When you balance, right hand to the right hip, pull your left knee out to the side, keep it lifted. You can stay here, but if you can take it further, open up the left palm on top of the left knee, keep that hand in place. But dip the left big toe down, drag it into center. Knee up high, to the side, big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, to the side, big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, to the side, big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, to the side, big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, to the side, big toe down, back to center. Knee up high, now to the side and hold, maybe bring the knee up higher. And then once you're ready, just step that left foot toward the front. Lift your right heel and pivot on the right foot so you can square your hips and just come into high lunge. Once you got your stance, hands to your low back, find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. When you're ready, lean forward to the left foot and then lift your right foot up off the floor, find your balance. Now once you're ready here, just slowly come upright. Right knee lifted. Move into that figure-4. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Curl the toes, the right foot. Keep them curled. Draw the shoulders back. Start to sink low. And you can always stay here, but if you can take it further, hinge from the hips. Maybe start to lift your knuckles toward the ceiling. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your chest open. Keep breathing. All right, slowly from here, with an inhale, bring yourself upright with your right knee lifted. And then with the exhale, just release. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. Take it through your vinyasa. So go ahead, step it back to high plank. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly, hips up high to down dog. And then from your down dog, let's take this into that half pigeon stretch. With an inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. And then with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, bring your left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you. And pull the left hip forward. Keep your hips squared and sink your hips low. Now, there's a bunch of versions of this pose, and you're welcome to take a different one if you like, but I'm going to recommend you take this toward a twist. For that, just keep your torso upright, and then bring the left hand just inside your right hand over to the right side. Right hand pulls back, maybe onto the right knee. If you can, bring the right hand to your hip, but pull your right shoulder back and look toward the back of the mat. Keep your hips low, keep your left hip pulling forward. And then curl the toes of the right foot, kick the right foot down. Just breathe here with this stretch. Now from here, if you took the twist, turn back to center. If your hands are forward, walk them in close. When you're ready, tuck the toes of your left foot, release your right leg. Take a moment, shake it out. And we'll take all that on the other side. So once you're ready, just set the right foot down. Inhale your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind you, left wrist, left ankle somewhere behind the right. Go ahead, bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you. Pull that right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. Sink your weight straight down. And maybe just stay here, but if you can take that twist, bring the right hand inside the left. And then pull the left hand back to the left knee, maybe to the left hip, and try to look back over your left shoulder. Now keep the right hip pulling forward, kick down with both feet, and just breathe into this here. All right, and then slowly release. Turn back to center, both hands down. Tuck the toes of your right foot, release your left leg. Take a moment to shake this out. And then once you bring your left foot down, bring both knees to the mat. And we're going to take this into a camel pose, a little bit of a back bend. So keep the knees set about hips width distance apart. Now, I always do this with my feet flat behind me, and if you prefer, you can always tuck your toes. But whichever you choose, bring yourself up so you're kneeling. Everything stacks from the knees on up. Now hands to your hips. Squeeze your glutes and press the hips forward right away. Keep them pressed forward and keep your glutes tense. Now you can bring your hands down lower. You can set them higher. Wherever you place the hands, be sure your shoulders are pulling toward each other and your shoulders are drawn back. Or the elbows are pointing toward each other and the shoulders are drawn back. That's what I'm trying to say. Now from here, keep your hips pressing forward like this. Just look straight forward. And then walk your gaze straight up the wall and toward the ceiling. Find the point in the ceiling that's directly above you here. Now keep your glutes engaged with your hips pressing forward. Release the shoulders toward the floor best you can. And this is good enough right here. Now if you want to take it further, you can keep on looking toward the back of the room. And if you want to take it further still, you can release your hands, maybe bring them down to your heels, but still keep your glutes engaged with the hips are pressing forward. Release the shoulders to the floor and keep your chest open. And wherever you take this to, just keep your breathing long and smooth. All right, slowly from here, walk your gaze along the ceiling, down the front wall. Come all the way to sitting on your heels. And just take a moment here to breathe. And if you need to sit here longer, that's fine. But if you're ready to move on, bring your legs out from underneath you and come down onto your back. Now, once you're down, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in for a moment. And let's take a supine twist. So I want you to release your left leg, extend it out fully. Left hand to the right knee, right arm out to your side. Now go ahead, pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath and keep both shoulders down. Bring your gaze over to the right. Now find the stretch, outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with your left hand. And if you want to take it further, you can always extend your right leg out to the side. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring this back into center. Draw both knees in. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Extend the right leg out fully. Right hand to your left knee. Left arm out to the side. When you're ready, draw the left knee across your body. Tuck the right hip underneath and keep both shoulders down. Bring your gaze left this time. Now find the stretch. Outer left hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with the right hand. If you want to go further, you can always extend that left leg out to the side. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just bring it back into center. Draw the left knee in. And pull the right knee in as well. And let's take this to happy baby. So reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees and pull down on both sides. So draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down low to the floor. And then if you want to take this further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here, drop down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. When you're ready, here, start to move again, bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And pull everything back in, bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here, hold on to at the top. And just let everything go. I think you're doing in class. Namaste.